So the first that I would like to discuss are the two most common forms of vitamin C, and that is ascorbic acid and sodium ascorbate. So what is the difference between the two? Ascorbic acid is more acidic, while sodium ascorbate is less acidic. In patients with gastric acidity, gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD, the doctor prefers to give sodium ascorbate because it is less acidic. So what are the different dietary sources of vitamin C? So vitamin C can be found on citrus fruits including oranges, calamansi or Philippine lime, tomatoes, potatoes, and vegetables. For the benefits, vitamin C helps boost our immune system. It also acts as an antioxidant. So exposure of our skin to UV light generates reactive oxygen species, which eventually damage our cells. Vitamin C prevents generation of this ROS, thus preventing cell damage. Vitamin C is essential in collagen biosynthesis. So collagen is found in our hair, skin, bones, and cartilage. Vitamin C also has an anti-inflammatory effect. That's why some doctors use it to treat acne vulgaris. It also promotes wound healing and prevent post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. For the absorption, you need to check the milligram content of your vitamin C. If your vitamin C is less than 100 milligram and you take it in a single dose, then your body can absorb it 100%. However, only less than or equal to 50% of vitamin C is absorbed in doses greater than 1000 milligram. Okay. So what are the different signs and symptoms of vitamin C deficiency? So number 1, generalized fatigue. Number 2, inflamed and bleeding gums. Number 3, bleeding in the joints and other parts of the body. In children, vitamin C deficiency may lead to impaired bone growth. For the toxicity, if you take more than 2000 mg of vitamin C, it may lead to diarrhea and abdominal pain. High-dose vitamin C is not recommended in patients with pre-existing kidney problem or in patients with history of kidney stones. Why? Because high dose of vitamin C can lead to increased prevalence of kidney stones formation. Patients with glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency or G6PD deficiency are not recommended to take high dose of vitamin C because it may lead to hemolysis or destruction of red blood cells. For the excretion of vitamin C, our body will remove excess vitamin C via fecal and urinary excretion. So this is just a short discussion about vitamin C. I hope you learned something new today.